Hey guys, it's Sim Queen, and today I'm back with another speed build. I have not posted a speed build in like 2 months, which is crazy because I feel like I haven't played The Sims in 2 months really, but I have been trying to post like as many videos as I possibly can, but life was very crazy for a while and I kind of had to take a bit of a break. Not for too long. I did try to record here and there whenever I could, but you will start to see more consistency going forward now that my work stuff is finally getting sorted out. My kitchen renovations went on for months, so that was really frustrating, but now it looks like it's all going to be wrapped up probably next week. So I will be working for myself full-time, making custom cakes and cupcakes, so I'm excited about that. I really need this space. I need to be able to quit my part-time job and just focus fully on what I love to do. And that's, I think, all my problems. I truly think all my problems will go away once I'm able to just focus on one job and I'm not constantly working. I feel like all I ever do is work. As much as I love my job and I love my business and it's really rewarding, it's a lot. Nobody ever prepares you for how much work it is to start your own business. And I've been doing it while also working part-time for my aunt, and that has been like it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Both jobs are very demanding. So yeah, starting next week, I will be working only for myself, and I'm very, very happy about that. So I will have more time for my YouTube channel as well. I have been trying to post I have a lot of series going on right now. I've got the Aspirations Challenge, the Decades Challenge, the Not So Berry Challenge, all of those going on, so I'm going to try to post those as regularly as possible, and I'm trying to get back into doing some speed builds as well. This is actually for my save file. I'm calling it the Autumn Cottage, and I felt like doing a fall vibe build just because fall is my favorite season, and I think I'm not quite there yet. I'm not in the fall mood. I think it's just because it's so hot still. I live in BC, Canada, and it's very hot here still, and I'm just ready for like cooler weather, maybe some rain. That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for like the leaves to change, and that's kind of what this build was all about. I was just channeling all of that fall energy into this build, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. It's a little bit different. I tried some different techniques, like the one with the fireplace there. I actually skipped over how I did that because it was a long process and it took me forever to figure out how to do that. So I thought it'd be better for me to just cut that out of the video so you didn't have to see how painful it was. Here I'm just like putting a bunch of like dead shrubbery, but I think it kind of works for the build. I think if I had been building this and there was all that greenery, it just wouldn't make sense. So I tried to avoid using any items that had too much greenery because it just took you out of that fall vibe. So most of the leaves are like red and green and lots of like golds, and I think it's perfect. I'm just happy with how this turned out. So this is in Windenburg, in that sort of country area. And this kind of works for that area as well, just because it's like a small house on a big lot. There's a big pond and a garden, so I think it really fits well with this sort of, I want to call it like a farm neighborhood, but I don't really know. It's very country-esque, and I wasn't quite finished with the community lots in Windenburg, but I did actually move on to this neighborhood just because Country Living came out, and I really wanted to use those packs in builds. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. The next build I do will be kind of a similar vibe. I'll be using a lot of the Country Living stuff as well. For this build, I used a lot of the seasons items. At one point, I actually go in and filter out all the seasons, or filter in basically all the seasons items, just so I could make sure I didn't miss anything that really went with this look. And I think it looks good. I'm really happy with it. I love the pond. I think it's just exactly what I was in the mood to build. And I always say this every time, but I can't wait to have a sim live here. It is a 1-bedroom though, so that's not ideal for any of my sims. All of my challenges are legacy challenges, which requires my sims to have children, and a 1-bedroom is not ideal, but I may do some renovations and add another bedroom if I can, and then I could potentially play in this house. It's only worth, I think, 60,000 simoleons, so it's definitely affordable. And I had my sim self living here because I had to change the seasons, and just for taking screenshots it was easier. So my sim self was living here at the time, and I just went into build mode and got this done. And yeah, it was just over 60,000. At one point I did have to use a cheat. No, there's no way it's only 60,000. I think I'm lying. Let me check, because at one point I had to use a cheat for oh no, it is 60,000. Okay. Yeah. See, at one point I had to use a cheat for 50,000, and that felt like closer to the end of the build. So I'm not sure how much money my sim had to begin with, but either way, this lot is worth 60,000 simoleons. I think that's a pretty good price, especially for the lot size. Also, we have a bit of a break right here, just because I get distracted very easily when I'm recording, and I forget that I'm recording. So it'll all go back to normal. But yeah, so I had about 2 days where I could just like play The Sims, and it was the most beautiful, glorious 2 days of my life. I was so excited because, like I said, I haven't played in a very long time. I feel like I am just I've been out of touch. I've been out of the game because there was some like updates, and there was a couple of kits, maybe just one kit. Seriously, I think it's just one. They announced the fashion kit, but it's not out yet, if I understand correctly. See, I'm so out of touch, I don't even know what's going on. But yeah, there is the one industrial loft kit that came out. I've barely had a chance to check out those items. I don't think it came with very much though. So, I mean, kits, whatever. I'm gonna buy everything that the Sims give me. I can't help it. I'm a loser about the Sims. I'm just gonna buy whatever they give me, as long as it's not Star Wars related. So I did buy the industrial loft kit, but I also don't agree with kits, but yet I'm still buying them. I don't know. I'm a really bad example, but either way, that kit is out, and then there's another one coming out, like fashion something. I think I am eventually going to get sick of them and just give up, and I think that's how a lot of people are gonna feel. And hopefully that will just compel them to not make kits anymore and just focus on really good packs. But who knows? There was also the update for the Spa Day stuff pack, which I'm excited about because that pack was really bad. It came with some good ideas, some good theories. The foundation work was great, but there was just a weird follow through. I don't know. There was something about that pack. It was one of the first packs, or if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the very first stuff pack that we ever got. And it needed to be polished up a little bit. So I'm glad they did that. And no pun intended, actually, because they did add nail polish. So that's interesting. I have not explored any of that though. I think they also added like foot massages or pedicures or something like that. Can you tell I haven't checked it out yet? I haven't had the time. I've been just pre-recording a lot right now. Like I said, I've had 2 days off. My husband has been at work for a week. My brother went on a hunting trip, and it's just been me and my dogs, and that has been very relaxing. I actually have a brand new dog. Her name is Mavis, and she is an Italian Greyhound Chihuahua. I rescued her from basically a rescue organization, and she came from Texas. So she's almost 1. She's a bit of a handful. She's in obedience school. I pretty much jumped right into getting another dog. I have been so used to having 2 dogs for pretty much my entire life that it felt weird only having 1, and I had to get another one. I did post on my community tab a while ago that I had recently lost my black lab. He was 12 years old and he had cancer, and it was really, I think it was the hardest thing I've ever been through in my life. And that may sound silly to some people because I know that some people have been through it. They've been through some really horrible things. But for me, I've had a very fortunate life so far, and yeah, losing my dog has been the hardest thing I've ever been through. He was like mine and my brother's absolute best friend, and not having him here has been so weird, and the month leading up to him passing away was very difficult. He was super sick, and I was hell-bent on making him better. I put every ounce of energy and time and money into making him better, and it did not work. And I think it was a hard decision to make, and I don't mean to sound like super depressing and bring this way down, but it's been 3.5 weeks since we lost him, and it's much easier to talk about now than it was before. But there is like one thing I really wanted to say, because everybody told me this while I was going through it, and it did not help me. It didn't help me at all. But, well, no, it's not that it didn't help me. It's just that I didn't believe the words that I was being told. And I don't know, now that I've been through it, I want to pass that message on to someone else so that they can try to believe these words as well. No matter what you're going through, it's going to be okay. You will get through it. And people kept telling me that. They kept saying, like, you're going to be okay. You're going to get through this. It's going to get better every single day. And people would tell me that, and I'd think, like, how do you know? But it's true. And this is coming from people that really did know what they were talking about. I don't know. I don't know. I needed to pass that message along, because you may not believe it at the time, but just really focus on that, because it's true. It's been a few weeks, and I mean, it's still hard. It's not easy, but I'm definitely okay. And it's gonna get a little bit better every day. It has been getting better every single day. I still have sad moments and sad days. And I mean, it's, like I said, not to bring this down, but life has ups and downs, and I really think we just have to ride those ups and downs. Just like let yourself go through it. Because without the downs, you really don't have the ups. So it's all about perspective, I think. And this, to me, it wasn't like a huge tragedy or anything. Dogs don't live forever. You will lose them at some point. And it's a really hard thing to think about. And I couldn't imagine myself loving a dog more than I loved Snoop. But you still get through it somehow. And yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that. I am managing to work with all the emotions every single day. I know that what I'm going through is healthy. I let myself feel every single emotion, whether it's like sadness or maybe like a little bit of depression or even anger, whatever I'm feeling, I just let myself feel it, let myself go through it, cry if I need to, and then you just kind of pick yourself up and move along. And those moments, they'll come back, and you got to ride them again, because that's kind of what I'm learning about all of these things. So you can apply that to almost anything. And I really want to pass that message along to anyone else that's going through hard things right now, because at the time, those words, I mean, I heard them, but I wasn't really feeling them, and I wish that I had listened a little bit more, because I would have been a little bit less stressed out. So I just felt like it was my job to pass that along. So I'm okay, and yeah, we're just kind of moving on. I think that getting this new dog has been helpful to me. She's been a really good comfort. Even though she's a year old, she's a handful. She likes to wreck my socks and slippers, a lot of things. A lot of things. Puppies are a handful, and I was so glad to have rescued as well. And my number one motto in life is adopt, don't shop. That's like, I can't stress it enough. I feel like that is that encompasses me as a whole. Always adopt, don't support breeders. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, Mavis is keeping me busy, that's for sure, and I think that's been helping me a lot as well. And seeing her bond with my other dog has been really good. He's a pit bull. He's the older brother now, which is new for him. And it's fun to see him, see all of it comes full circle. Now that he's getting frustrated with the younger dog, I find that funny, because he used to be that annoying younger dog. So it's just interesting. And yeah, having two dogs again makes me happy. I feel like I need to have two dogs at all times. I need to. It makes my heart full. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Life has just been crazy. I feel like this whole month has been nuts, like just with dog stuff and work stuff, and yeah, it's just been a lot. So finally I get to slow down a little bit, and I had this whole weekend where I just like I did some speed builds. I did a lot of recording for my challenges as well, so I will be having daily content for the next 2 weeks, which I'm very excited about because I haven't really had consistent uploads lately, and I know that it makes me feel better to have consistent uploads. I don't know why. When I have daily content, I just feel like everything is right with the world. So finally I'm getting back into doing that. Hopefully I can stick with it, but we'll see how things go. But yeah, this has been so nice. Like I'm so happy to be back to playing The Sims and getting to explore the new content and just enjoying the game again. I've been missing that, that's for sure. So yeah, I've just been building. My dogs are just laying in their beds beside me. It's been so relaxing. It really has. I do really well on my own. Some people don't like to be alone, but when I know that I have a free weekend just to myself, I get very excited. I watch movies, I watch Friends, I order takeout and have baths and just play The Sims and sleep in. It's glorious. It's really, really nice. So, I mean, like, I love my husband, I love my brother, but like my brother lives in my basement, for those of you who don't know. But yeah, having this time to just play The Sims, it's very important to me. It's healing. So that's pretty much it for this speed build and all my rambling about what's going on in my life. You can download this house on the gallery. My origin ID is SimQueen1992. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.